Hello out there, Splinterlands players. You know what time it is? It's time for that Share Your Battle Challenge. This week, instead of a monster, they once again went with an ability, and it's an ability that is very strong, and it used to not be that strong because there weren't that many monsters that have this ability. But now that we have a summoner that has this ability, it can be extremely strong, and there's also a lot of teams now that have multiple monsters, so you can actually make a blast themed team hoping just to be able to take out many monsters at once. So it's really fun. I kind of like to just talk about the ability a little bit. Some of the monsters that come to mind are going to be like Ruler of the Sea. Um, let's see, who else is a blast king? Let's go ahead and look up some monsters. I know if we go to fire, you have the Fire Demon, and the Elemental Phoenix was one of the original blast combos. Later on in the game, when the rewards came out, Blue got a blast combo just from the reward set right here with the Pirate Archer and the Ruler of the Sea. So that was one of their first little combos. It hasn't been added into that many other monsters. I know in Untamed we do have a few. So if you look at the Untamed set, let's get the rewards off of there. Um, this airdropped summoner right here, Yodin, is the big change for Blast. But other than that, you just had it brought into the game on right here on the Fire Elemental. But that really gave Red a pretty good Blast team even without Yodin. They put 3 monsters on the board that have Blast. At least if you're someone who has cards from the whole game. You don't see it right away. I know my cards aren't leveled up that much, so I might be missing a couple. I know, yeah. Okay, White, the Life team finally got a mage with Blast in their new legendary, and that was pretty cool to see them get because they didn't really have this ability in abundance before. And it's nice to be able to use this sometimes to have that monster that's doing double hits. I know Death is one of the teams that maybe is a little bit weak in Blast because if we look at the Death team, um, I have most of my Death leveled, and I think really only the Screaming Banshee has Blast. Yet this card is one of the best cards that you can use um, sometimes if you don't run into a monster with Void, because 3 for 3 and it being Blast is pretty cool. And it's kind of funny sometimes if you combo this card up with the Dragon team and you can make it a 4 magic Blast for 3 cost, then it's a really cool card. That's obviously the other team that has some Blast cards. The Dragons can obviously pull in anybody else who has Blast, so they can make a Blast team with the Golden Dragon. And I think that's, oh no, yes, and this card just came out and that has Blast. So now that we go ahead and looked over just some of the monsters that have Blast, we can go look at some battles. The basic idea with Blast is always just going to be to hit that first monster, deal damage to the second monster, and if you can get blast monsters when there's another ability for the game that makes them snipers, that's really fun because then you hit that back row and you're dealing 3 damage to 3 monsters. I don't have that to show you today. Today I have an interesting battle where I used Yodin. That's kind of be fun to watch, so we'll bring this one up where I battled a full gold master, so that's always kind of fun just to see when you play somebody and their whole team pulls up max level gold. It's kind of like, ooh, this is a serious player, or at least a serious account. So this was melee only, and I thought it would be fun. I mean, with it's super sneak as well, so melee only super sneak. I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and run fire and just run their really great tanks with the 1 neutral double attack monster and just give them all Blast and just see if that could overwhelm the other team. And one of the other reasons I like fire and melee only is their guys tend to be fast, and I feel like that's a big improvement if your guys can be fast. And so you'll watch this fight. I mean, it's probably not clear who's going to win this from the beginning because Yodin does do +1 to range, not to melee. So I was taking a chance here. But he also is got the -1 magic, so it didn't affect my team. I'll speed this up a little bit here. Obviously with Thorns, I was a little bummed because my dwarf there was only going to get that one hit in. But it was a powerful hit. And you'll see here with the retaliate. And it's just kind of fun to watch the blast go and go and go. And I'm able to just decimate monsters here, just hitting and doing extra damage to everybody. So that was kind of impressive to see here. So even though he got poisons on both of his attacks, my guys being able to just attack and do extra damage to everybody is it's just impressive to see. And it just can kind of show you definitely the power of the new summoner to just give every card on your team the ability to do blast damage. And there you go. That wraps up that battle, and you got to see that those guys doing that extra damage were really good. I'll also show you one other battle. This one we'll go through a little quicker, where I just used one blast monster, and I ran into somebody else that was running one blast monster. I'll talk a little bit about the lineup after it comes up. So I went for double heal because I think double heal is underestimated in this game sometime. I went with a slow monster, and then I went with a fast stun monster, and then the one fire demon for the strong blast damage to the second row. I also threw the chicken here to take a hit from a sneak monster. It ended up being the right positioning. I don't know why he put his chicken right here. It looks like he threw it on the board, a gold one, just to get some extra deck if he won. That's a poor placement. I don't know what he could possibly be hoping that chicken to do right there. I feel like it either needs to be front row or last row. Unless you have one that doesn't have the melee attack, then you can put it here to be the first sniper target, and then like in front of him so he doesn't get sniped first. But that was a weird placement, and you'll see my setup ends up working out really well. I'm going to go this one really fast because I don't want to make the video too long. But see, the speed that I went with on my team let me kill his tank before he even got going. I missed a retaliate there, or I would have had this locked up for sure. But right here again, my speed is what's going to end up winning the match for me, because my guys are just a little bit faster than his, and I hit one really big attack there that saved me from the flame demon from ending up in a bad spot. So I just wanted to say hi to everybody. I know there's a lot going on. If you're in the world, you're probably looking at the US like, what the heck's going on? For those of us that live here, it's been rough. I haven't been making a lot of content lately. Just because there's so much other stuff going on and so much other stuff I'm paying attention to. But I'm still playing when I have a chance, and I'm still enjoying the game, and I'm glad I had a chance to come and make this video. So hopefully you all are well, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.